Hello and welcome back to today's video. In today's video we'll be looking at our camponotus nicobarensis colony. We saw this colony, they had about 13 workers. As you can see now, you've already seen this clip, and this is what they look like on the last update, which was about 3 months ago. If you haven't seen our original video of this colony, it will be in the top right icon right now, and we'll make a playlist for this colony as we've got 2 videos on it now. So if you want to watch the playlist, we'll also put that on the top right now. And we'll just give a quick recap of this colony. So we got a 2 queen colony of camponotus nicobarensis, and they only had eggs when we first got them. And that was about 3 months ago, and then we did a video on them, and as you can see they got to about 13 workers in the last video, and then we stopped it. So it's been 3 months since that video. So 3 months later on, this is what the colony was looking like. Here is our colony 3 months later, and as you can see they have absolutely exploded in population. We've been feeding them loads multiple times a week to try and get them as big as possible, and it has definitely worked. They've just exploded in size. As you can see, there's quite a lot of workers in the outwalls because I've just fed them a chopped up mealworm and they're getting absolutely nuts for it. The mealworm is dead. I did chop it up so it is moving a bit. I did crush it as well, but I don't know how. It's probably just nerves and it is still moving a bit. But as you can see, the camponotus nicobarensis are absolutely loving that mealworm. So let's have a look into the nest, and as you can see right down the bottom under all these workers, you can see the queen. And if we look over here, you can also see another queen under a load of brood and eggs. This worker was venturing out on top of the water feeder, and you can really see the awesome colours of this species. And this species are proper fun to keep. And they've got tints of red, tints of matte black on them. They're just a really cool species, and they grow big. Because this is a 2 queen colony, they should get about 15 to 20,000 workers when they're fully grown, which is a lot of workers, and I can't wait for that day to finally come. But if I keep feeding them how they are, I'm sure that day won't be too long away. A quick break from the video, just a quick mention to our website. If you haven't heard about our website or seen our website, we do have a website where we sell live queen ants and our own branded nectar, which is called Untitled. So we have loads of different queens. For example, we have yellow crazy ants, black crazy ants. We have easier species to keep like Lasius niger, Messus barbus, and very soon we're getting some awesome stock in, so make sure you don't miss it, because we're getting stuff like primitive jumping ants, a type of bullet ant, a type of weaver ants, and also tropical fire ants. So if you're interested in any of them species, stay tuned, and they'll be coming in our store in about 2 to 3 weeks, so stay tuned. But if you don't know many of them species and you don't know what they are, stay tuned on our channel, because we'll be keeping one of each of the colonies so we can showcase them on our channel and show you what you can get on our store. So let's head back over to the camponotus nicobarensis. Another really cool thing about these species is they have huge majors, and as you can see at the bottom right, there is a major there, just out of focus, but they're proper cool. And talking about majors, if you look right at the bottom down there, it's quite hard to see as there's a load of workers over it, but there's a huge larva. And I've never seen a larva this big in my life before, and that is going to be a huge major one day. So that larva will wrap itself a cocoon, and then in the cocoon it will turn into a worker, it will break out, and then it will be a big major, as that larva is massive. You can see here that they're using both of the chambers now. There's 4 chambers, but the other 2 are for like water and other stuff. But yeah, they will need a nest upgrade very soon, and you can see they're still eating it. They've got some antade in the dish as well with some protein jelly. And if you look carefully here, you can see all the workers have huge gasters because they've all been eating well, and a worker down there has got a chunk of mealworm flesh in its mouth. But all the workers have been eating well, and they're all sharing it around. So they're all sharing it around the setup now, and as you can see there's a big major here feeding a minor worker using Trophallaxis. And Trophallaxis is where a worker regurgitates its food and shares it with another worker. So one of the workers would have all the food in its social stomach. It looks like the major because how big the major is, and it's passing it on to the other worker. And you can see the same thing is happening here, but the worker on the left is a brand new worker because it is very light compared to the other worker. It's really fascinating watching ants actually share food from the social stomachs, and it's really amazing how they can actually do this by eating food and passing it on to another worker that needs it more. If you look down there, you can see that huge larva again, and there's more ants sharing the food around the colony. And if you look down there, right by the queen's head, there's a big pile of eggs, and that pile goes all the way down to the bottom. And it's really cool because they've just got loads of eggs, so the population is just going to keep growing. They've got 2 laying queens. There's loads of brood that's really close to being ready to hatch. Then the eggs then the larvae will turn to brood, and then it just keeps going on, and they're just going to keep exploding in population. And every week they produce more workers, and more workers, because the queens are laying a lot more eggs. And another good thing about this colony is they will not hibernate, as they're a tropical species. So this colony will be laying all through the winter and hopefully get very big. And stay tuned for a future update of us moving them to a new nest, because probably in a month or 2 time they'll be ready for a big upgrade in their nest. This colony absolutely loves their protein source as well. Every time there's a mealworm, and soon we're going to feed them a cockroach as well, every time there's some protein in the nest, they go nuts and they send loads of workers out feeding straight on it away. And it's the same with our antade. When we put some of our antade into the nest, all the workers swarm to it. When the liquid feeder is running low, and then I fill it up, they go nuts for it, and they're proper chuffed when it gets filled back. Here is their liquid dispensers as well, and as you can see, the water one was empty, so I filled it up for them, as there is a water test tube in the nest that's connected to the nest, but they do prefer to drink out of the liquid dispenser, so I'll give it them through that instead. So as you can see here, it's nice and full. I'll plop it in there for them. And then their nectar dispenser was also empty. They did have green before, so I'm going to give them some bubblegum one this time. And if you like your own antade, go check out the link in our description on our store. And the really cool thing about it is that if you've got an ant that's quite transparent, you can see the food and the colours through them, especially something like a honeypot ant. Then you can change the colour of your ants, and it's really fun to watch. We are coming to the end of the video, and if you have enjoyed this video and you'd like to support us, go down below and subscribe and hit the like button. It really helps us out, and it helps us with the YouTube algorithm. And if you would like to support us even more, it'd be great if you could check out our store. We've got some mint products on it, loads of awesome queens, loads of awesome nectar for ants, and as mentioned earlier, we've got some awesome species coming very soon, so stay tuned for that. So thanks for watching this week's video, and we'll see you in the next video.